tonight's episode, I have to warn you, it will end in tragedy.
What?
It will end in body fluids
What?
hitting the floor.
Are those the tears of the fluids you're
That
referring
could be.
to?
That
well,
could be.
see, that's the thing. Yes, tears, but also bile.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Because what we are going to discuss tonight is so repulsive.
Oh.
You will be crying.
Yep.
You will be.
That's a guarantee.
You will be vomiting.
Vomiting bile.
Yeah.
Bile.
Ugh.
That's my
the
least
worst.
favorite thing to do.
And you might regret watching this.
Yep.
Or listening, depending how you pod.
What's your pod preference?
How you get your pod intake. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's not my decision.
We're 1 minute in, and the warning has just been issued. So from this point forward, if you don't like anything we say, that's on you.
Yeah, you stuck
That's
with it.
your
That's
fault.
your
That's
problem.
Not us.
Right.
Give you
All right.
every way out.
Because we're about to. How can I curse yet?
No,
Tell me when I
we're
can
not
curse.
yet.
You
We're
got
only
it.
You can
1
do
minute
like
out.
one.
Do one, but make sure it's a good one because don't waste
All
it.
right. Well, okay. Tonight we're gonna say some fucked up
Oh,
shit.
Yeah, okay. That was good.
two.
That was two. Theme
was
song.
good.
Oh, no.
We're back.
Okay, we're back.
You know what?
I'm
how's
not
it
ready.
going?
Good.
Were you gonna say something?
I was just gonna say we changed our setup just a little bit, and like these, we have new microphones, and they're
Yeah.
in front of us now, and not. I don't have like a thing to the side, and I realized how off guard I was when this started, and I just kind of threw my drink on the ground, and then I had my phone out, and now I don't have anywhere to set that. I feel naked.
Because your little
Yeah.
shelf is gone.
Naked
Yeah, I
and
have.
afraid.
I always have a little shelf to put.
We should get him
You
like
know.
a side table.
It's over there. I could put it there for you.
Yeah,
now I have to
behind
go
Derek.
like that instead of like that.
Well, mine
and it's
is
the worst
claimed
day of my
because
life.
you see mine has stickers on it that I put there to
Oh,
identify.
yeah. He ain't
I'll
sharing.
get you a
I
shelf.
marked
next
my
time,
territory.
Rocco. It's
Really,
fine.
the stickers are down there. See those?
You guys don't want like a common area?
You kind of see one.
There's
Yeah,
a sticker.
that's one
Very
identifying
personal.
sticker. So
Well,
yeah, Rocco can't have that one.
I guess now the piano is my table.
Well, all right.
Perfect.
Can hear that.
Now let me just get my drink here.
Was that copywritten? Are we in trouble?
Okay.
That
Twitch, are we mad?
I didn't know you could play ragtime.
Yeah.
Sean and I have kind of
See if
like
that
a
drink stays.
DMZ between us here, but we just kind of like
A demilitarized zone.
Yeah,
or a
nothing goes.
A
Yeah. We each have our own cushion.
manned zone.
You
If
can
you really
see
want to
that.
get into what we're all about here.
You guys have DMZ? Jamie, pull that article up.
What?
Just a little joke for you.
Okay.
What's the
Little
joke?
Spotify
podcast
humor.
joke. Some
Man,
people
we're
got it,
killing
some
it
didn't.
today.
I didn't get it. Can we break it down?
I was a reference to DMT.
yeah.
Yeah, which is what?
What is that? Diometric.
I don't know what it is.
Is it
I
time
just
zone?
know. I just know Joe Rogan's got it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's a
You know
time zone,
what?
Sean.
He was good on news radio, and after
Yeah.
that, I
But then
think
he-
he's really fallen
he was
off.
great in MMA.
He
you know?
smoked
name's
all those
Gorilla?
drugs and his hair fell out.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been the same.
You know,
He's deep breathing.
Is that what
in an
DMT
ice
does?
bath.
It balds you?
I'm not.
DMT, and
that's
Shawn
the
could
point of it.
confirm this,
Oh, yeah, I can confirm this. Go ahead.
makes you feel like you died, so I've been told.
The
Yeah,
machine elves
I
come
can
for you.
confirm that.
Jeez,
I've
I need
heard
to
that-
Stock up on some.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
heard that you trip for 1,000 years. In your mind, it's 1,000 years, but
Right.
it's really like
10 seconds.
15 minutes. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I had a friend in high school who said he did it and he saw the devil.
Wow.
But he was like, but you know what?
I don't want to see that.
I felt bad for him. So what does that even mean?
Yeah.
Now
What does
what?
that
It
mean?
sounds like a problem. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
sounds
not-
like a problem.
I don't think I'm going to get involved in that.
Don't do
world.
drugs. Can we go on the record?
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
do
let's say-
drugs.
Don't do 'em.
And
For
don't
once.
listen to Joe Rogan. Those are my two recommendations
Good.
for the night.
Well,
Two good recs.
here's what I'd say. Do one or the other, but not both.
okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But you got to choose.
That can fuck you up.
Don't do drugs and listen to Joe Rogan.
No.
That will
But-
mess you up.
Do Brazilian jiu-jitsu, which I do. It's great.
Yeah.
So
Do
that's
you
fine.
listen to
can
Joe
do that.
Rogan? Because you know a lot of Joe Rogan.
I mean, he's part of the
Rocco and I
zeitgeist.
roll.
It's hard not to know.
What's
I'm
the
not.
difference between Brazilian jiu-jitsu and regular jiu-jitsu?
You should roll with us on
if you-
Thursday
if
nights,
you-
Derek.
If you flip over the red card, they'll just keep bringing you more meat.
That's a good
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
All right.
Rocco and I, we roll after work on Thursday and Tuesdays here. in the gym, we call it.
Oh.
We turn the studio into like a sparring gym.
Do you
Yeah.
do that dance?
Capoeira?
Yeah, the capoeira dance martial
Rocco
arts.
does everything Brazilian wax.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I
I'm
think
feeling like fucking Flipper over here.
Yeah, everything.
I think if you go on vacation to Hawaii, you come back
Smooth.
with capoeira moves.
yeah.
So you could tell if somebody's visited the islands because they're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Eddie Gordo shit.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
did go to Hawaii.
and you learned capoeira?
Yeah, kind of.
I knew
You
it.
proposed to your wife in a capoeira
He
stance.
put the wedding ring on his foot and he waved it in front of her face.
He did, dude. I remember.
We
I saw the flip cam footage.
We went to the Polynesian Culture Center on my honeymoon, and it turns out it's connected to a BYU university, and it's a
Brigham
Mormon.
Young? Brigham Young
Yes,
University?
and it's like a Mormon thing. And I got there and realized
I'm
this is
sorry, the Polynesian Cultural Center is
Yes.
a Mormon thing?
yes, this is my.
Huh.
I don't.
They're
I
big
can't.
with hereditary, yeah.
It
Oh,
The Mormons are.
Yeah,
It-
they are.
was the definition, in my opinion, of a tourist trap.
You gotta put your ancestors on
It
the
wasn't
planet.
the best situation, but you did learn some cool dance moves there.
How'd you know it was a tourist
Like
trap?
the haka?
Because it sucked in every possible
Oh.
way. It sucked. And everything about it was shitty. And it was like, when they go to the Itchy and Scratchy Land in The Simpsons and like they're going, but everything is like falling apart and like you can tell like this really isn't maintained and it's just like just to
Yeah.
get you. It's like a facade. It's all a facade.
Yeah.
Should've
But
just
when
showed-
did you like know it was a tourist trap?
Probably like an hour into it. We went on some boat ride and like it was just around this little canal and they just kept putting leaves in your face. Like low bridges with leaves in your face and you had to get around them and now we're going through this part and it's just the same thing you just saw but another leaves.
How is this Polynesian culture?
But it was our
Go Jungle
honeymoon.
Cruise.
So we were both like, I was like, yeah, this is cool. And then she was like, yeah, this is cool. And so like, I think on the way back, we were there like all day. And then we were leaving and I was like, that was kind of a little shitty. And she's like, oh my God, that sucked. Oh, thank God. I was pretending like it for you. Like I was doing the same for you. It was terrible. They gave you like a free, like, oh, we're gonna have a luau. There's a luau at the end. So you gotta stick around for that. And it was like the shittiest food ever. And they had some like terrible performance. And then like it was so bad that we went to McDonald's afterwards, like, because it was in the same parking lot.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Nah, that's a honeymoon.
Really doing
the
the
Polynesians.
Polynesians dirty.
It's not the Polynesians' fault. It's the Mormons'
we
fault.
went to like legit Polynesian stuff. That was good. This thing was not good.
This is stupid. I'm going to McDonald's. Have you the words of a true colonizer?
Hey, I tried to learn about Polynesian culture. A couple of fucking leaves in my face. I went to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Sorry, wasn't for me.
No, some things are
That's fine.
designed like a tourist kind of
It
thing.
was. It
It's like a
was.
cash grab.
Yeah.
It was
It
a
was.
honeymoon. You guys should have hit the gift shop.
I mean,
up,
literally
bought Jenny,
everything
like,
we did in the
coconut
honeymoon
bra.
was like so badass. I mean, it's like 10 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
It was so badass. That was the one thing was like, could have
Yeah.
skipped that one. But I think it was still, we had fun making fun of it afterwards. So that was good. Anyways, don't know how we got here.
Watch
I was
Moana.
at,
That's all you need.
Yeah, there you go.
I was at Krusty Land this week. I stopped by that part, the part
Oh,
of
Universal Studios.
Yeah, I stopped by Universal this week just for a second because they did like a pop-up they got like all the Super Nintendo World merch from Japan.
Oh,
They did a little pop-up. They're like, yo, it's because they're going to open a version of it here, but it's not ready. So they're like, well, here we're going to do a little just merch pop-up if some people wanted the stuff that we had in Japan. So here
Was it on
is.
American sizes?
Some of it and
Oh.
others weren't because there were a couple shirts that I saw online. I was like, oh, I need to like go get this. And they
Yeah.
were like, yeah, so this will fit your arm. Oh.
Yeah, we know the dread of import.
Yeah, especially me. I'm like, I'm like twice you, so
Yeah.
it's not fun. But anyway, I was gonna say I meant width-wise, not anything else.
No, you're twice the man.
That's okay. But anyway, whatever. I always the Simpsons area that they have
Yeah.
always makes me sad because anytime I walk through it, I go, there was a moment. This was so awesome. You know what I mean? Like I always walk through it with a nostalgia and I wasn't even into the Simpsons at the level that you guys were. But anytime I walk through it, I go, like they're playing the fucking Bartman song. And you know what I mean? It's like, this is such a snapshot of one chunk of this show.
Yeah.
And not the rest. So it made me sad.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Walking through there.
You know,
Yeah.
You
I
bring it up, Itchy.
I went there for the first time a few years ago, and it just I liked The Simpsons a lot when I was a kid,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
you know, I remember being a kid watching TV, and sometimes they would do a special on like a person who was obsessed with the Munsters,
Right.
or some TV show from the 60s, and I was like, get a life.
Yeah, get over it.
And that's how I kind of feel visiting the Simpsons land now.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like I loved this so much when I was a kid, but the idea of being into it this much as an adult, especially
now,
considering
especially.
where the
Yeah.
Simpsons has gone,
Yeah.
because it's still on the air,
Right.
and they're still like actively trying to sell merchandise.
Yeah.
It doesn't, it's not like this little encapsulated thing that lives forever in its pristine state.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still ongoing.
Yeah,
They're trying to
yeah.
maintain relevancy.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
Yeah, they're doing things that could potentially make the fan base resent the show. Like they reset the timeline now.
What?
Yeah, you haven't heard this? Like,
No.
Oh,
I haven't
you'll
heard
love,
this.
You'll love
so
this.
now
You'll
in
love
modern
this.
day
Whoa.
Simpsons, Homer flashes back to when he was a teenager. That's in the 90s.
Yeah, there was a flashback episode where he was a kid in the 90s.
What?
Ah, yeah.
Let that sink in. And then
Yeah.
the creators of
Okay.
the show were like, yeah, it's cartoon. Who cares?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the fans were like, no,
We kind of did care.
well, you've had Homer flashbacks, and it wasn't the 90s.
So that's definitely like trying to stay relevant. That
I
move,
guess
that
so, yeah.
decision,
That,
because
to
it
me-
fucks the continuity all
yeah,
up.
it's just hard to like still be rabidly passionate about
Yeah.
something when the people created the show are like, it's a cartoon. Who cares?
Yeah, and I know
Yeah.
we've had our Simpsons rants on here before, but like no one's watching anyways. Like go ahead, like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Go right ahead and
Yeah, I
I'm not
wonder,
watching any-
what the ratings of it actually are now. I wonder if
Well, it's got to still be pulling in something
It
because they don't
must,
cancel
yeah.
it.
I think it doesn't pull in anything, and I think the advertisers are these old men who just hear the Simpsons and go, "Oh yeah, we got to sponsor that Johnson & Johnson soap. Yeah, sure, whatever," and they just pay for it, not realizing that no one watches it because they just know the
Yeah.
name.
You know, like
know.
network television is all just ads for those networks' streaming services.
yeah, really.
yeah.
So it's probably just pay whatever it is to let us
You know,
advertise Fox.
And then
Plus.
you watch the streaming service and they have ads for the streaming service on the streaming service,
Yeah.
which you're already watching.
Welcome to
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah.
Do they just make these ads and they're like, well, we got to play, huh? I mean, you can't not watch the ads.
Yeah.
We shouldn't make YouTube videos anymore. Let's just start making ads.
Okay.
Advertising our YouTube channel. And
Yeah.
then we
Yeah.
just upload them to our YouTube channel,
Yeah.
which you're already watching.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
So, subscribe
Brilliant.
and watch more.
Honestly,
and then the
we've
next
become
one's the same thing.
billionaires. People would just watch the videos and be like, I got to watch this
This is
channel.
like
in an
Cold
endless
Fusion.
loop.
Whatever
guys.
this is, I got to tune in.
We figured it out.
Anyways,
I saw one. I just want to say I saw one clip of The Simpsons recently where it was. I don't remember. They were scared of Homer for some reason or something like that. And that one criminal guy who always
Snake.
talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Snake.
Sees him and goes, oh, and then ran off and got into a police car and just went, drive. Like he purposely
Oh,
went
he
in.
got- yeah.
But there's no driver in the seat of it. Like the whole clip was like, did they finish this episode? Like it was really weird. Like there were lots of little things in general that were like, wow, they really aren't putting a lot of detail into this. And then there wasn't a driver in the police. I wish I could find that clip, but yeah, there was no driver in the police car.
Wow.
do you guys, are there any cartoons that you like on the air currently?
I was just thinking when we started this conversation, and I like blurted out like I don't watch anything anymore. Like no South Park anymore, no Simpsons anymore.
I haven't watched South Park in a long time.
Yeah, me neither.
But
No,
like nothing.
I dipped on that. That show like came and went in waves. The last however many years I dipped out on that, but they did do those couple specials. I did watch those, the like vaccination.
I'll
special.
tune in
did
if I
watch that.
hear like word of mouth something was really done well.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a South Park thing.
Yeah, those
I'll
were on,
tune into that.
Yeah, those were on HBO Max, so it was easy to check
Yeah.
those out. But,
yeah, there are
aside-
no cartoons.
Were they good?
aside
I
from
didn't
that-
see those. Would you recommend those now?
I thought they were good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see them.
Well,
Looking back
we should
on-
watch them.
on the
Me
pandemic.
and Shawn.
Yeah, we'll watch them.
Movie Club.
Damn, that'd be cool. I was thinking about doing the South Park movie for Movie Club.
Oh,
It's been
bigger,
so
longer.
long since I've
Yeah.
seen that.
Uncut.
That was the one that like
Yeah.
me and my friends snuck into the theater to go see it because we were too young to go watch it.
I've
So
been-
like, my mom dropped us off to see like some Adam Sandler movie, but we snuck
I've
into that
been
instead.
rewatching shitty 90s comedies
Oh yeah.
because we watched Billy Madison on Movie Club.
Yeah.
And it was weirdly nostalgic.
Yeah, definitely.
It just, I watched these movies so much when I was a kid, and then I kind of have forgotten all about them. So you go back and you watch them, and there's this weird thing of you don't know what's going to happen until right before it happens. You're like, oh, I remember this.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like being an amnesiac and then getting your memories back.
Yeah. There are some movies that like, yeah, you watch and it's like, oh my God, why the hell did I like this movie? Like I've said before, Rookie of the Year. That movie sucks.
Oh,
And
well,
I
you were a child.
loved it though. But then I watched Tommy Boy and like, nah, this still rules.
Yeah.
Does it really rule? Is it still hilarious, or is it just me remembering how much I loved it when I was 12? I don't know.
Yeah.
But that movie is great.
That's hard for me to discern too, because I watched the Super Mario Brothers movie, and I always thought that was a bad movie, but I loved it as a kid. And I watch it now, and I'm like, I'm enjoying this. I'm legit. It's like a dumb movie, but I'm legitimately enjoying it. Whereas then I put in Space Jam, watched it every day as a kid, and I can't get through
It's
that
brutal.
movie now.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much of that is what. You know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's certain movies that are like that. Speaking of that, though, I brought up that I was in the Universal area.
Yeah.
Found out they were playing. There's a theater outside of Universal, and found out they were playing Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It was the 50th anniversary.
Whoa, day?
It was, yeah, I think so.
Wow.
And it was,
wow.
you know, like sometimes Turner Classic Movies brings, you know, like old movies to the theater.
Yeah.
So it was that was
Yeah.
playing, and I was like, oh my God, that's my favorite. It's still my favorite movie of all time. And I'd never seen it in the theater.
This is coincidence. You were.
Dang.
So I was like,
wow.
well, I knew, but like before I was going up there, I had
Okay,
heard about
okay.
it. And then it was like, okay, it's playing. I'm going to check it out. So anyway, went to see it, and they did the funniest thing. I'd never seen one of these like Turner Classic Movies presentations. So before the movie started, they had their host, like Bill Minkowitz or something. I don't know if I think that's his name. Comes out and he's like, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, a movie from 1971, starring Gene Wilder. Here it is. You know, whatever. And then the movie played. It was great. So awesome seeing it on the big screen. But then they did the weirdest shit. I didn't know they came back on after.
Oh.
To
And
talk about
it was,
the movie?
It was such a good experience. And then that guy fucking ruined it.
No.
They played the movie, and you know the movie, they fly off. Da, 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 and it will truly meant to be.
And doesn't he like get the factory?
Yeah.
Charlie?
Yeah. Oh, the happy. Don't forget what happened to the man who got everything he always wanted. What?
What?
He lived happily ever after.
And then-
da, da,
and then they
da.
hug or something.
The nicest,
Yeah.
sweetest ending.
Yep.
Wish to be.
Willy Wonka lives happily ever after?
Charlie
Charlie
does.
does.
What happens to Willy?
He
dies.
suicide. No.
Self-death.
No, but he finds a loving child to give his factory to.
Okay.
And it's a great story.
That sucks.
Yeah.
And it ends. Yeah. Willy Wonka was a flop on release.
Oh my
Critics called it monotonous. Many said the songs were sugary sweet and not good to eat. He just rips the shit. People in the theater were legitimately going, oh.
What the fuck?
I mean, it was he just came out. Yes, lost money at the box office. Boy who played Charlie never worked again as da 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 da. I'm like, what is happening right now? And then he said, and then this is how he ended it. He went, and I'm thinking like, well, he'll bring it around.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he goes, but after all that, the movie still endures somehow 50 years later. In 2005, Tim Burton took his swing
God.
with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, starring the great Johnny Depp. That's it. It ended on that. I was like,
Oh my God. Saved it.
what?
What the
What? It was the biggest downer.
Took lemons and made lemonade.
Yeah, seriously. That's what it felt like. It was just like, oh, all right. I mean, and people in the theater were just going, what?
This
Oh,
guy
no.
just did not like the movie.
What happened? That
Well,
guy
why
just
did he
swooped
do
in and
this?
rained on everyone's
Editorialized.
parade. That was killing me the rest of the day. I was just like, I can't, how much I enjoyed that. And that fucker took my
I wish
day away.
Gene Wilder was still alive.
I know.
And there. To tell him to shut
there.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You watch Willy Wonka on DVD, and the behind the scenes is just Gene Wilder talking about how it's like the most special movie he ever made.
Oh, really?
Oh, children, come up and just tell me I'm Willy Wonka. Touch their lives. You know?
I mean,
Yeah.
then this guy's like, yeah, this movie sucks. Nobody liked it. Flopped.
I don't know. I feel like that's a movie that a lot of these movies were flops originally, and they through time has become the biggest thing ever.
Sure.
Yeah.
And this is a movie. I think that movie is one of the classic movies of all time. That definitely.
Well,
is.
and what I thought he was going to say was the movie kept being replayed on TV at Easter. And it became one of those like, oh, they're going to show Willy Wonka. Oh,
Right.
it became an event.
Lexicon.
And then once video hit, it blew up. And that was where it found its. I thought there would be a little more of that, but it was just like, somehow it still endures. Anyway, Johnny Depp tried his best. It was just like, oh, man.
You know, to be real, and I'm going to speak delicately because I know this is Rocco's favorite movie.
Okay.
And I like
Be
Willy
real-
Wonka.
Be real careful. What
Be
you
real
say.
careful.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a shit film.
Okay.
come on.
Okay. Oh, my
Only
God.
in the sense of, I think sometimes you watch Willy Wonka and you say, you give it a pass for 70s. Yeah, it's very 70s.
Yeah.
The effects are a little corny, you know. It's very much like almost filmed like a play in some scenes where it's like a big room and then the actors are just participating in it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's it. I just
Oh
find
my
it
God.
very interesting. That's almost part of the charm now. We look back on it, but I could see that at the time, you know, the 70s has great movies that still hold up to this day that haven't, they don't feel like they've aged, you know, but Willy
Okay.
Wonka, it definitely has, there's a campiness to it. There's a corniness to it. I'm not saying it's a
Yeah.
bad movie. I'm not insulting anybody who likes Willy
Yeah,
Wonka.
yeah.
I like this movie.
Sure.
Right.
I'm just saying I can understand if people say like, yeah, critics hated this at the time. I'm trying to think like why, you know, and there are,
Yeah.
I watched Willy Wonka recently. I'm not like a huge fan like you are. There are parts that crack me up.
Yeah, they're still funny somehow.
Yes, but there are parts that crack me up because the movie is just so campy. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
bad, it's funny. Gene Wilder's legitimately funny, but just kind of the set design. I think there's a room where he's like on a bike, like pumping stuff.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah.
about?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then they do the Wonka mobile, and it like doesn't it like
It's almost-
they do an effect where it doesn't quite go through the. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
It's almost
Cheesy
like
effects, yeah.
Rocky Horror style campiness. And the thing that like grabbed me when I saw it as a kid, and the reason I think it's such a like classic movie, is the practical effects of when they get into the factory and they're eating the fucking
Candy that's
candy growing on
Yeah.
trees,
Yeah.
and all of that shit was just like, well, fuck that scene alone. That's like the
I agree.
Duel of the Fates.
That is
that's the thing that makes the movie.
When you're a
Worth
kid
it.
and you think this whole room is candy and they can eat whatever
Oh,
they want,
yeah.
that's like,
Yeah.
Your mouth
what
is
are you
watering.
saying to me? This is a
Marshmallow
goddamn
mushrooms.
dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
It's interesting though, Derek. You mentioned that it feels like a 70s movie. It's weird because there's parts of it that I definitely feel like that, and then other parts where I feel like they made good decisions in the way that they shot it. Where like, you know, when he's like in town and stuff, they shot it in like old German villages and stuff, so it wouldn't look like, you know,
Oh.
70s New York, and it kind of has a Fantasyland vibe to it. But then you have like the little Oompa Loompa songs when they play.
And
Like
that,
the graphics, and those look 70s as fuck, you know.
Yeah.
So like, there's a little mix of
Everything,
both things.
for me, everything once they get into the factory, it kind of turns into like a soundstage movie, and it almost has this air of like old children's television.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
Yeah.
even when you're saying they're walking around pulling the candy off the trees, well, you watch it now, it's clearly like styrofoam candy that they're pretending to
Yeah,
bite.
yeah.
yeah.
You know, it is kind of just a little low budget, but
Well, I always loved the aesthetic of it because it looked almost like a Disneyland thing or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I found out later it was art directed by the same guy.
Oh.
Harper Goff designed so much of old Disneyland and those sets. So
Interesting.
it makes sense. That's just an aesthetic that
Yeah.
I love. But
Yeah.
but I know what you mean. Yeah.
You know,
and it's a kid's movie. It is
Yeah.
from the 70s.
Yeah.
It is a low budget movie. I mean, and it's a classic.
I think everyone, like, you know, people have their favorite movie, and I truly believe like that could be whatever you want it. Like that is, like for me, like it doesn't have to be the best movie ever made. It's like, what's your favorite movie? That's
Yeah.
Rocco's. You know,
it can be whatever as long as it's
It
not
could be
Princess
what-
Bride.
it
or
mine's
some bull.
fuck you.
Not something like that.
First
It's gotta
off,
be better than that.
See, Shawn, I was
It's
obsessed with
not.
that one, too.
I'm trying to
For.
defend
I
your
was like,
shitty ass
Yeah,
movie.
he's on your side.
I watched it so much
I
when
was
I was
just
a
throwing
kid.
you a
Princess
little challenge.
Bride
That's all.
is the best, but no, mine's Back to the Future, which is
Yeah.
my favorite movie. There's a lot that's wrong with it. I
Yeah.
don't care. I love that movie, and I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
you know this is fun.
In my top 3 is Return of the Jedi. Do I think Return of the Jedi is actually the third best movie of it? It's
pretty good.
Fuck no.
Oh,
but
come
that's
on.
my. you
Yeah,
know,
what's your favorite
What's
movie?
your number 2 favorite movie?
End of
Rocco?
Evangelion.
End of Ava is your favorite movie?
Yeah.
And Okay. Derek, what's your favorite movie?
I don't know.
Wow. Damn.
You don't have one?
That's a hard question to answer.
It's a hard one, yeah.
I was going to say what makes you feel the best, but he picked End of Ava, and that does not make you feel good. So,
Yeah, because to me, it's not the movie that makes me feel the best. It's like your favorite. It's the movie that you have the biggest emotional attachment to.
Yeah.
or
Sure.
yeah.
the biggest life experience connected to. And I don't really know. I feel like there were movies in the past, earlier in my life, where I felt like that's my favorite, means so much to me. But then I grow older and it's like, why should any one film mean that much to me? There's a lot of great films out there.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like this one's good. Sometimes I feel like that one's good.
Sure. I'm just thinking like if there's like, I'm stuck and I can watch one movie right now and make me feel like myself like
Yeah,
happy. I'll put
Deserted
on Back to
Island.
the Future. Yeah, yeah. I can choose one movie for Deserted Island. I'm gonna choose that one, I guess.
What would you
Yeah.
get sick of watching over and over and you just love it?
I always give people like a top three, like my top three favorite movies. I would say Brazil.
Yeah, you've said that
I've
in the
still never
past.
seen that.
Yeah, said that in the
dude.
past.
That rang a bell.
You know, I hate to say I like Annie Hall so much because Woody Allen is a fiend, but
That's a good way to describe it.
yeah, we'll put that one as a film on the list. And I guess, it's hard. I used to like 2001, but then I don't know. I feel like you get older and your tastes change.
I saw Brazil one time, and I think it was we were in GDC,
Yeah, it's
Derek,
when you were sick.
Yeah.
and we got so sick,
Fever dreams.
and
There
I
was
took
one-
so much medicine, and we watched Brazil, and I was like,
yeah.
I was the guy in 2001, just blinking different colors happening.
There was a GDC 13 years ago. We went to the Game Developers Conference, and it was a trip where everyone got sick but me.
Yeah,
Somehow it was like I was doing all this shit and did not see them almost at all. It was just, I don't know what the fuck happened. But yeah, and then you guys watched Brazil, and I remember Shawn was trying to describe a fever dream that he had, and I was like, "That's the movie." Is that?
I will
So
say,
I never saw it.
my two favorite movies that I've seen in the past year are both older animes from the 90s, and that'd be Ghost in the Shell and Perfect Blue.
Yeah,
both of those we
Perfect
watched
Blue's
for
great.
both of those we watched for Movie Club, and I'd say in the past year those were the two best movies that I saw.
Willy Wonka is just a movie that the sense of humor, the corniness, the like corny like heart of it, you know what I mean? Like it just appeals to all my sensibilities and sense of humor and whatever. And I love corny shit. I always have. And it appeals to me in that regard. That's my favorite movie. My number 2 is Planet of the Apes, the original Planet of the
Ooh,
Apes.
I like that movie.
I'm at the end of the day, I'm a sci-fi boy at heart, and that is classic. And then yeah, Return of the Jedi. I'm gonna, but again, like right after that would be like The Godfather Part 2. Am I saying Return of the Jedi is better than that? No, but like I put on Return of the Jedi and I'm fucking happy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you could put that on anytime and I will sit there with a smile. I have a great time. And I don't know beyond that, but
Yeah.
anyway. So hopefully that TCM whatever guy doesn't show up at the end of any of these other movies. Well, Godfather Part 2, took a shit at the box office. Anyway,
It really
sure he's a
remi-
nice guy. He's a great host on TV, but what happened there?
honestly reminds me of our Mega64X shirt that we sold this year, when the back of it's complaining. Like, here's the cool ass
happened?
logo of the fun day at the back. Less attendance than last year. What happened?
Yeah.
Like, that's the same
Why did
thing.
less people come?
What's wrong with this big shirt? Anyway.
Explain yourselves.
2001 would be in my top list though, too though. That would be in mine.
It's tough because I feel like the more, for me, you watch a movie year after year after year, and then it kind of loses its punch. It's hard to find
Yeah.
something that stays really impactful.
I have to put my like top
After,
3
like,
on the
20
shelf.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not watch them for a while. Because I'd say like, End of Ava's up there, but then like I'm such a horror nut. Like the Dawn of the Dead, the original one, is big for me. And then instead of Jedi, it's Empire. But
yeah.
I haven't watched
I don't think
Empire
that's crazy.
in
at
like
all.
a couple years, and I only watch it like every once in a while. But there was a time where I would just rewind and watch.
Yeah, every kid does that.
Rewind
Yeah.
and watch.
I did the same thing with
just
those movies.
obsessed with Empire, falling asleep to it every night.
I think the last movie that I saw not that this is the most recent movie, but the most recent that I saw where it actually immediately went into like my top 10 was Mulholland Drive. That was
I've
the
never
one.
seen
Like I
that,
only saw
too.
that. I saw that a couple years ago. It was like Halloween and it was like nothing going on. I'm like, all right, keep hearing about this. Let's pop this in. And as soon as it was over, that's the last movie I could think of where I actually just it was over and I went, yep, play that again. Yep.
Yeah.
I never do that.
I love
Damn.
that you enjoyed that so much.
Yeah. That made it like into my top 10 as soon as I had saw it.
Wow.
I think.
That's the perfect movie experience. I feel like there was a time when I was a late teenager where I was having that experience on a regular basis.
Just discovering new
Definitely.
shit.
It doesn't happen nearly as much.
Yeah, because you kind of have this moment in your life where you go from total dumbass to slightly knowing things.
It's like learning from what your parents
still
have
going
lying
through that.
around
But,
to
like-
like being able to get a hold of shit on your own.
Yeah, it's like becoming
Yeah,
awake
yeah.
to your own sensibilities. Like,
Yeah.
oh, hold on a sec. I just realized I like something. Oh, there's a lot of this. And then you just have your mind
I
blown.
just remember the idea like, oh, I can rent rated R movies and my parents can't stop me. I can watch all these movies now. Because before they were so crazy about like the ratings.
Same, dude.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah.
And so now it's like, yo, it's all open up to me. Anything I want to watch, I can.
I remember having, I remember when we had just finished one of the Splinter Cell videos that we made in like, I don't know, 2004 or 5 or long time ago. And I remember they sent us the game and I was playing it and I was like, man, it's been so long since I've had candy. And then it was like, I can just go buy candy. It was like, what? You hadn't thought of that before, you fucking idiot? Like, you know what I mean? But I was like 19 or 20, but you know what I mean? But I was still not having thoughts like that. I was like, you know, I had done other stuff on my own, but it was just like,
I'm gonna get some candy.
yeah, I can get some candy. You know, you just have like those thoughts, like you still have a thing in your head, like, no, that's bad. They won't let you have that. And it's like, what? What are you talking about?
Dude, there was a
I
time
still get embarrassed,
back
though.
in the day when I had my first job, and on the way home, I would stop at the store called GTM,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is like they still exist. I don't know if it's only
People
our
got
city has
GTMs
this.
out
Is
there.
that like a nationwide store? I don't know.
Yeah, I've never
People got
known.
GTMs.
Is it a nationwide thing?
I don't
There's
know.
definitely more than one.
But
Yeah, oh,
there's more than
definitely.
one, but it's
Yeah.
all in San Diego, as far as I know. But maybe it is a lot. But essentially, it's if it gets fucked up at Costco, it goes to GTM to get sold there.
Like damaged packaging.
damage everything. But you can get TVs there because the box was damaged. Like the TV's fine, you know, stuff like that. But they had like bins and bins and bins of like candy, and every now and then they get Jelly Bellies in, and you could just scoop bag like so much Jelly Bellies, and it was like, oh, it's 50 cents a pound. So I would just get like huge bags of these fucking Jelly Bellies and just like walk to my room and just like sit down and just like eat those and watch movies.
To be a kid again.
Right? I would never do that now, but damn, that was sick.
Yeah, GTM was dope when I was younger with not much money. It was, you know, they would put out, I remember like at the height of DVD, it was like, dude, they just put out the new Alien box set.
Yes.
And, you know, quadrilogy
I remember
box set.
seeing that
And it was
there.
like, yeah, but it was like $110 or $100 or something when it came out in stores. I was like, well, I'm not getting that. And then at GTM, they had it for 45 because, oh yeah, package is wrecked. And I'd look at it and it's like, oh, there's like one little scratch on the bottom of the thing. Yeah, it's worth saving $60,
Yeah.
you know, like, it,
I
you know,
love the
I never
deal.
cared about that. So,
Well, even
it was
more
awesome.
importantly, GTM was where we got our first camera to start Mega64.
Is that true? We got a GTM?
Yeah, it was like
I
a
got
GTM camera.
The camera that we used for version 1 and all that stuff, I got a
Oh,
Sears.
but our other one was a GTM?
I remember we had like a cheap
I remember
GTM
the three of
camera.
us going to GTM to get
supplies.
GTM camera and a Home Depot light.
Yeah, dude.
So
Hell yeah.
that's all you need to start a multimedia empire.
That's right.
It's a GTM, so hopefully you have one
We
of
should
those.
get an official GTM sponsorship.
Yeah, you know what?
We're damaged.
They advertise on Padres games.
Really?
Yeah.
For real?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. It's interesting. Like, we have 2 stores, Lemon Grove and Santee. It's like, okay. Weird.
Oh, they used to have 3.
Well, we just gave him a hell of a plug.
Yeah, GTM, where's our cut?
Yeah.
The candy aisle was dangerous. I bought so many of those atomic fireballs
Oh, yeah. they
and
did have
ate them
those.
all in one sitting and like
Yeah.
burnt out every taste bud on my tongue.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, God.
after, ball after ball.
Yeah, dude, being kids, you're fucking dumb.
No,
I would
you
get
don't
bags
know.
and
You're just
bags
like-
of those atomic warheads and just be like,
Oh.
and then I would have the
Your
next
gut.
one. And I would eat like 15 in the sitting.
Yeah.
And my tongue would be all fucked up afterwards. And why would I do that?
Yeah. See, I was always on that like chocolate kick instead. Like my move was, and you taught me, Shawn, your family inflicted this upon
Sorry
me.
about what we did.
Is I remember getting like M&Ms or something. I was like, dude, I just want a big thing of M&Ms. So
Yeah.
whenever I want some, I have some here.
Yeah.
And you were like, Now what my dad does is he gets the Hershey Kiss M&M, or what were they? They were like
M&M minis.
there were M&Ms that were like Hershey. They were Hershey Kiss M&Ms, like they were shaped like that.
Oh yeah.
What were they called?
I forget.
Hershey little kisses or something. I don't know, but anyway, whatever. They were essentially M&Ms, and you were like, yeah, my dad mixes them with nuts, like he gets like cashews and puts them in there. I was like, fuck.
So it's like
I did that like fucking constantly for like a couple of years.
So good.
Because it was like
My dad's like, I'm
Papa
gonna,
Chatfield.
I'm
shouldn't
gonna
have told
take
me.
the best parts of the trail mix and make my own.
Yeah, that's really what it was.
Cashews
It's like
and
you know,
M&Ms.
I see you got M&Ms. He just dumps that into the thing of nuts, and I'm like,
Before I picked
that's
out the raisins,
genius.
now I just make my own. No add raisins. So genius.
Yeah. So I did that a lot. I had to like draw the line on that. I wish I could remember what those were called.
Groundbreaking.
Yeah.
They kind of look like turds.
Yeah, they did. They were multicolored turds.
Rainbow turds.
Yeah,
Hershey's rainbow turds.
Hershey's rainbow turds.
Yeah.
poopies.
Rainbow kisses or something.
I watched this show on HBO that maybe people out there would like.
Was
It's
it?
called White Lotus.
Dude,
Yeah, I heard
I
about that a
call
couple
it.
times.
I'm kind of a professional comedian, so you might hear me refer to it as Light Lotus.
Oh,
Feel free
Light
to use that
Lotus.
else.
that's kind of crazy.
Your joke
Just
with
That's
your
a
family.
show that
switching around.
in
Yeah.
1 week everyone was like talking about. Like
Yeah.
it just went from I've never heard of this to everyone's talking about it, and like I think it's over now, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's only 6 episodes.
funny.
Oh, okay.
And the 6th episode just came out. Did you watch it?
I watched, I guess, the first 5. If the 6th one just came out, I thought it already ended.
The 6th one, yeah, there's 6.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, I enjoyed it, but at the same time, it was one of those shows. Here's the thing: I don't know if I really like modern television because it's just so drawn out.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
absolutely. A lot of it is. Yeah.
You give it an hour for the first episode, and you still don't know if you like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
And then people are like, "Well, you got to give it 4 episodes," which is what I typically give a show, 4 episodes.
Yeah, me too.
But I prefer it to be a half-hour show if I'm giving you 4 fucking episodes.
Yeah.
If it's
It's
an
an hour.
hour episode, I have to give you 4 hours before it gets entertaining. The thing with White Lotus, though, I did enjoy it, and I don't want to spoil it, but for me, and I'm eager to know if anybody else felt this way, I enjoyed it, but I felt like it never kicked in. And I don't know if anybody
Sure.
out there who's watched this, it's a show that is about a resort in Hawaii.
Okay.
And it kind of follows these people at the resort, that people at the resort. Okay, all these different people at the resort.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah.
Is there a unifying thing here with these people?
It's an excuse to get a bunch of old character actors you love and very beautiful people
Yeah.
to just have interactions at this
It's
resort.
funny you say that because I did. There's
Everyone's
a
fucking
guy
hot.
who's like from that movie, That Thing You Do. One of the guys in the band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's like the guitar player, like the blonde guy who's kind of silly.
Steve Zahn?
Yeah, I think that's
Yes,
it.
I
Yeah.
think that's him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Steve
probably.
Zahn.
Steve
He's
Zahn.
in it, and Jennifer Coolidge is in it, from
Yeah.
all the Christopher Guest movies, and Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite.
Hey, that
always-
makes for some reason whenever I see that guy, I feel happy. I don't know
He's
why.
like that
He
guy.
made it.
He's a fun character.
Kevin and I have run into him because he
Oh.
went. We went to a screening of a Philippines bootleg of Napoleon Dynamite.
And he was there?
He showed up to watch it. He was like, "Yo, that was fucked up." Anyway, good guy. He's a good
Hey,
guy.
he's funny.
crazy.
I like him. I recommend White Lotus. Check it out. But I'm interested to see if anybody else feels the way I do. Kind of a lot of little things, but it's kind of missing a bigger.
I enjoyed it, like you said.
Yeah.
You did, but I don't, I wouldn't even recommend it. It is funny. I have seen it blowing up to a bunch of people, but I enjoyed it enough to be like, that was good, but I'm not going to watch
Well,
it
you didn't even see the final episode.
again. No, so I got to check that out.
I know what you mean though about shows not kicking in, because that's how I felt about all these Marvel shows that went up on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
I felt like they all got in their finale to the place that I thought they would get when I saw the promos
Really?
for
Yeah.
the show. Like, oh, she's gonna deal with this probably. Oh, she did. Okay. Oh, I bet Loki's gonna mess stuff up. He did. You know what I mean? Like that should be the middle of the fucking show, and then you don't know where they're gonna go.
I feel like it's always a lot of character development, but then no like big goal. Like, all right, now that you know who the characters are, check this out.
Yeah.
Now it's about to get fucking wild.
You got to wait till the next movie.
This is why I liked that Succession show, is I felt like it got to points just in the first season where I was like, holy fuck, I don't know how are they going to fucking be able to resume this? You know what I mean? Like, that's where I want to get in a show where I legit, like, I don't know how they're going to, like, this is fuck beyond belief. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then they keep going, you know, they find a way. Anyway.
It's so funny because with this show, White Lotus, I feel like they always try to end it on a cliffhanger, but then there's nothing going on in the show. So the cliffhangers are
Wasn't there like an ass-eating cliffhanger?
What?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a huge cliffhanger.
Yeah,
remember?
it's always like it's always like, yo, they fucked. And I'm like, okay.
And then what?
People have sex.
The show's just awkward too. It's like
To be fair, the ass eating one was the biggest cliffhanger.
yeah, that was fun. It was a fun episode.
I wish everyone at home
spoil it.
I wish everyone at home had seen Kevin's
Sorry.
face when they said that. Kevin just had the look on his face, just like,
Analingus, please.
Anyways, check out White Lotus.
No.
We put out a video this week.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to talk about it.
yeah, is that what reminded you?
Why no Black Lotus?
Yeah, good question. We're gonna get into the debate. Yeah, you know what? It was interesting. We put out a video. Check it out. It's a raunchy topic. It's you know, it's a touchy subject, but we're just here to make fun of it because we're the internet's court jesters.
I couldn't believe this is real.
It keeps happening in these zombie games.
Yeah, all the comments are about Left 4 Dead.
This
right?
controversy happened with It's Back for Blood is the game, and this happened, and then everyone was messaging me like, didn't you guys make fun of this happening with Dead Rising 4?
That's
like
right.
Microsoft
That's right.
had a whole promotion where it sounded like the zombie said something else.
Yeah.
It's like, why does this keep happening? So we did a little video.
So in the news, if you haven't heard, a new zombie game came out where apparently there's a soundbite where the zombies shout an offensive racial slur. How does that get into a game in 2021?
And how did no one pause? Because I seriously watched one clip of it and went,
Yeah.
like it wasn't like, well, you know, I can kind of hear it. It was like, oh no.
So we made a video about what must it be like to be on that PR team this week. And that's pretty much the whole video right there.
But it also kind of feels like that PR team is dealing with this kind of thing every week. I feel like it's almost like a great summation of how teams like that keep making the same mistakes.
Or is it everyone's talking about their game?
No, you think they did that on purpose?
I don't know. Who knows?
No way.
Who
No
knows? You know what though? The video gives.
That's a big gamble.
It
I mean, if
gives-
that's your marketing strategy, that's a big roll of dice right there.
I couldn't even get the name right. I called it Left 4 Dead, but the video gives me big time Cabela's vibes.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, which I love.
Somebody left a comment where they were like, your production value has gone up and up and up over the years, but this one actually felt like an episode of television, which I thought was cool.
Wow.
And maybe
Very
I
cool.
have been watching White Lotus so much it kind of influenced, because I like, to get back to that show, kind of the frenetic pace. Every episode kind of ends in everything devolving into chaos.
Tense. Yeah.
Devolving into chaos. And I felt like we had a little bit of that energy in our
Interesting.
latest video. So check it out. The Back for Blood controversy. It's up on YouTube.
I found out that guy who wrote White Lotus is. Do you guys remember Jack Black's like roommate in School of Rock, Mr. Sneebly? He pretends to
Is
be
that Mike
guy?
White?
I don't remember.
It
his
is Mike
name.
White.
Is it?
Yeah,
That's the name of the guy who made White Lotus.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Mike White. Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't he. I think he wrote School of Rock, or he was.
Yeah,
in,
he
or
no,
he
he
was in
did.
it?
No, he was in it, and
Oh,
I
okay.
think he wrote it too.
Yeah, he's
Jenny
written all
was just
kinds of
telling me
stuff.
this, but yeah, like, that guy is like, I don't know, he's like super successful. I just like, I don't know, I like to see like, oh, that little actor is someone, and that's
Yeah.
crazy.
He wrote and directed like every episode.
Really?
Oh wow, it's all
Wow.
one
Yeah, 'cause I
dude.
was seeing him in the press a lot, and I wasn't sure what for, and that must be that.
The actors in it are what sold me on it. Like I really do like everyone in it.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I mean, I've heard.
It's good.
I haven't watched any of the new HBO shows. I think
I'm
after
watching
Game
a
of
weird
Thrones,
one,
I was
dude.
like, all right, HBO, I need a break from you.
I'm watching a super fucking weird one that I'm in love with called Brand New Cherry Flavor
What the fuck is
Oh,
that?
I've heard of.
On
Yeah, I've
HBO?
heard of this.
on HBO. Yeah, it's funny because at one point they reference Cronenberg, but it's this weird like '90s trip through LA, kind of Hollywood, and it's very Cronenberg and very like it's definitely got some David Lynch vibe to it. But this girl's a filmmaker and she gets like fucked over.
That's what
And
it's about?
That's what it's about. Yeah, I won't say anymore. But it's
Oh,
fucking.
well.
It's weird.
Well, you
It
didn't
is-
sell me.
It's on HBO.
I don't want to. I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, it's on HBO.
Okay.
Brand new sherry flavor.
It's really well acted too. The main girl, I think her name is Rosa something. She was the girl they mocapped her eyes bigger in what was that? Battle Angel Alita.
Yeah.
She's the girl from Alita. I'm
She's
watching this.
Alita.
I'm watching this and going like, why is she so familiar? This is bizarre. But it's I just wasn't used to her not having the big old eyes.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
Did you guys ever see that movie, Alita?
No.
Kevin and I are the only ones that went.
I loved it.
That was a
I-
MoviePass movie for sure. That was during that, right? So we were. Oh man, I miss those times. I can't even get MoviePass to work.
Well,
now.
I think essentially HBO Max is MoviePass now. Where I was
Right.
watching these movies because on HBO Max, and I wouldn't otherwise.
Well,
watch
except
them.
you don't hear about. They shut down HBO Max for the night because too many people wanted to use it and they're scared. Like that. Remember
the
that would
fun.
happen with MoviePass. Hey, I heard MoviePass is not going to work this weekend. Why? It's costing them too much money. Too many people want to see a thing, so they just hid.
That's crazy.
this
Sound like
might
a
be a
big-
shady business. I don't know.
Yeah.
What's that, Kevin?
It doesn't sound like a stable business model.
Yeah, I
Right.
know. Yeah, literally, there were weekends where they were like, "Yeah, I think they're hiding this weekend because they think Avengers is going to be big, so they changed everyone's password so they couldn't." Get
That's
it. It's like,
insane.
what is happening?
It's insane.
I miss it so much.
Yeah. Last night we streamed the new Ava movie.
Oh yeah.
Well, go ahead.
Can I do a couple? Can I say a couple things before we get to that?
Okay.
Is that okay?
I'll allow it,
Do our,
but
little
I won't be
plugs?
happy about it. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Well, as long as I'll cheer you up. I'll get you happy. by
Okay.
the end.
Yeah,
cool.
business
Thank you,
first.
Thank you.
Just wanted to say thank you everyone for watching. Shop.mega64.com is such a great store, such a great site, webpage, whatever you want to call it. Loaded up on a desktop, mobile. Either way, it works and it works well. You can order all kinds of stuff. We got apparel. We restocked our vinyl records, our soundtrack album. We got all kinds of stuff on there. But one of the things we love to do every week is called a 64-hour special. It's a shirt that is only around for 64 hours after the podcast and it's done. Well, during. It's up right now. But
It's up.
tonight's 64-hour special is extremely secretive. We can't even show it to you on here
Or
because
say
it's of
what
such-
it is.
We're under such strict legal advisement to not show it. We've been advised, do not show it, do not
Yes.
reference it. So we want everyone to go to, I'm not even going to say the URL of the store.
Well, how are
We
they
can
going to know?
say all we can say is shop dot. And if you know the rest of the
the
website,
password.
type it in.
Yeah. It may or may not have to do with what I was talking about a minute ago, but
Sure.
I haven't confirmed that it does.
We
So
don't know.
This
Yeah.
could be on any store.
Legally, we can't tweet out any images of this shirt. If anybody asks, you didn't get this shirt from us.
Yeah. We don't have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you show up to like game days or something like, hey, thanks for the shirt, I'm going to pretend I don't even know who you
I've
are.
never seen this shirt.
What shirt? That's what I'll
I don't
say.
know what this shirt
All
is.
I can say about it, I've been told by our lawyers, I can say this.
Uh-huh.
99% sure is real.
Okay.
That's all I can
That's
say.
all we can say.
I literally can't say anything else. I
Okay.
can't even say 100%.
Okay.
I can say 99.
Fair enough.
So check that out wherever it may be.
If you can find it, check it out.
If you can find it, good luck to you and pick it up because it's going away.
And do not tell anybody where you got it.
Yeah.
Oh, I found it. Oh my.
Is it? My guess was shop.garthbrooks.com. Is it there?
No, that's not right.
I
No,
just
you
guessed.
got the wrong store.
Dang it!
That's
I just
the wrong
guessed.
one.
Everyone at home will figure it out.
Okay.
Basically,
And it's
we
dot
made a
com.
shirt
Oh,
and we put something on the shirt. I shouldn't even say we made the shirt.
No. We don't even know where it came from.
We don't know where the shirt
I
came
found
from.
it.
Who knows who made it? Who knows who's selling it?
I don't know the
Something is
website
on
even.
this shirt that implies something from a certain intellectual property that we don't own. And they probably don't want us saying what is said on this shirt. Which is why we're not releasing any more information about it.
And we
That's
don't
it.
know
Brother
anything else
stuff.
about it.
That's it, and that's all there is to it.
That was
Well, I also wanted
US
to let
government doesn't want
everybody
you to
know about patreon.com/Mega64. Check that out. We're always doing our movie club show. We got new friend dimensions. We should talk about Quake in a minute. The new Quake remaster came out. We played that. That just went up on our Patreon. Did a little playthrough, a little multiplayer with Garrett. But we've also been putting our classic Mega64 version 3 series, our third season of our half-hour show that kind of started Mega64. That is going up every week, a new episode on Patreon. Well, it's new to you if you haven't seen it. But this week we just put up The Wizard 2, which is a lot of people's favorite episode. And these are 4K remastered. This was the first episode we actually shot in like HD, widescreen, all that stuff. And it's been upscaled to 4K. Looks the best it ever has. So you could see it for yourself at patreon.com/Mega64. A lot of people really like that episode. It's got a Scarface skit in it. Do I need to say anything
That
else?
is a huge.
It's real homage to Scarface. If you're a Pacino nut, you're
world
gonna
is
be
yours.
you're eating good this week. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so Shawn, I didn't mean to. I'm
No.
sorry. I had to
Oh.
get that out there.
it's
You
fine.
wanted to talk about more Ava stuff.
No, I don't want
That's
to talk.
crazy.
Well, this is what I want to talk about. We did that stream, had a great time doing that, and
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try to find a way to do that more. I was even looking on Amazon Prime. Like, what else do they got?
Yeah, we did an Amazon. It's a watch party on
Yeah.
Twitch where you actually can watch Amazon programming with other people. Worked amazing.
Yeah.
I tested it the night before. I watched Mr. Bean with people.
Yeah. Well,
It was amazing.
I was like, what do they have? I'm thinking like something that I'm familiar with, maybe that I could watch, and
Yeah.
I found they have the entire series of Star Trek Next Generation. It's like maybe I'll do that where I'll just watch an episode, talk with over it, and you can watch it with me. Or here's the thing, people were upset because they don't have Prime. You can watch it later on YouTube, but you just sync it up yourself. Like you can do this.
Yeah, it does. Your video does get archived. It just won't have the show with it. But
Right.
You can time it yourself.
You can time it because I'll say like it's going to start now, and then you start it. Like it's
Yeah,
easy.
If you got the box set at home,
Yeah, but I think I may find something like that. So maybe I'll do a Star Trek, the Next Generation stream. There's a lot of episodes of that though. But
Well,
maybe
I have
That's
already put it down. I did that test stream I told you about. I have already made a commitment to the audience that I am going to maybe over the course of time. I don't know. I will watch all of Mr. Bean on Twitch.
Wow.
I am committed to the complete Bean series. We watched the classic dentist episode.
Oh.
I didn't say Dennis. Dentist.
Dentist?
Say it with your teeth like a dentist.
Dentist.
Yeah.
But you did. I don't know if you realize, but you did just say Dennis.
You did say Dennis.
I said dentist.
No, you said-
There's a T in it, so I'm using it.
Okay.
And he accidentally shoots the Novocaine into the dentist.
Okay.
And he falls over, so Bean's got to mess with his own teeth, and he doesn't know which one. It's so good, dude. Oh my god, that
I
was
feel
the
like
best
that
stream
bit
I've ever
was done before.
Fuck
like
off.
that.
yeah, in Benny Hill. Do they have Benny
No, I'm
Hill?
not saying Benny Hill. I'm saying my grandparents showed me some like old like the Carol Burnett show or something like this, and they did
Yeah.
a bit like this, and it was a dentist bit where like the dentist was like messed up, and then they had to like he couldn't like feel his leg, and like his arm was numb because he.
So Bean plagiarized.
I think
Yeah,
I think there's
classic
still a
dentist
lawsuit.
bit.
How Bean stole it.
I mean, I'll call the lawyers up now if I need to.
I think you
but
should be
there's-
real
Mr.
careful what
Bean's
you
a
say. on this
thief.
I just
podcast.
think that
Wow. Carlos Mencia and Mr. Bean.
we
Two peas in a pod.
we have some bean theft here, and I'm not sure who to blame.
Right.
Well, I'm telling you, Mister did it first.
I don't know if he. Okay, well,
They're in the UK. They probably didn't even see they can't watch the US TV anyway. So
wow.
great minds think alike. Let's just leave it up to that.
Okay.
Anyway, it was great. A car thief tries to steal Mr. Bean's car, and then he hotwires it and then reaches for the wheel, and there's nothing there. And then it cuts to Mr. Bean at a picnic taking the steering wheel out of his picnic basket.
All right.
Sets it down.
That doesn't.
So
I think you're
funny
doing.
stuff.
I think you're doing damage to your reputation.
Yeah.
Funny stuff.
Why?
Because you're a professional comedian.
Yeah. So I recognize the good stuff from the bad.
The best.
Yeah, but that's
How's
the
Adam,
problem.
how's Adam Sandler, you guys?
what
How's that working out
inspires
for
him.
you?
Adam Sandler got nominated for an Oscar last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncut Gems.
Rowan Atkinson
Actually,
won.
Did he? I don't know. I think
Well, it
I
should've been.
think Stanley got snubbed.
By By the way, Adam Sandler's still making movies.
Yeah. So is Rowan. You ever heard Johnny English Returns? Come on.
When did
Straight
that
to
come
Hulu.
out?
It had to be recently.
The best dentist bit I've ever seen was in Seinfeld when Jerry's going under and
God.
Bryan Cranston is the dentist and he's about to put the gas mask on Jerry, but at first he takes a big
Oh yeah,
and then he puts it on Jerry. That's
yeah.
the funniest shit I've ever seen. That's
Yeah,
that's fucking funny. Rowan, check that out.
Look, Rocco's reaction to that is not impressed. But
Well, that's 'cause I insulted him.
No, you can keep it on him. Now let's talk about how funny Mr. Bean was.
Okay. Let me ask.
Look how bright he gets.
Did fucking Heisenberg do a bit where he's sitting in the chair and the dentist turns away and he's got the sucker thing in his mouth? And then he looks at the lint on his jacket.
No, he was getting high.
Oh.
He
Yeah,
was huffing
Bryan
the drug.
Cranston
Yeah.
got high before he did surgery, and
I guess that's a lot
Jerry,
funnier.
he couldn't stop it because he was going under. That's hilarious.
I guess that's a lot funnier.
Wait,
sucking up lint.
Hold
That's
on.
brilliant.
You're saying Mr. Bean sucking up lint
Hell yeah, he
is funnier than Jerry Seinfeld and Bryan Cranston
Yeah.
doing a dentist bit
Yeah,
together?
because Bryan Cranston's a fucking drama guy. He doesn't even know how to do comedy.
He's using a prop. He's got a sucker. That's all he
Exactly.
needs.
You have Jerry Seinfeld, one of the greatest comedians of all time, Bryan Cranston, dramatic actor.
Oh, yeah.
Put them together, they still can't compete with Bean sucking up lint.
Yeah, because Rowan Atkinson's that good. Look at his body language, and it's like, I give up.
Oh my
I
god.
quit. He's sucking up the lint, and then he tries to set the sucker down, and what happens? It accidentally sucks up the coffee.
Oh,
and then the
no.
dentist turns around to drink a drink, and
Where's my coffee?
see, you're already laughing.
Legitimately-
You're not even Rowan, and you're laughing.
Legitimately,
Where's me coffee,
no
mate?
joke. In all seriousness, this does not sound funny.
Gotta go direct on this one.
because I'm not Rowan Atkinson. That's the magic sauce.
You're
here.
telling me he accidentally sucked up the dentist's coffee.
Yeah.
And then the dentist tried to drink from
Yeah, he
an
turns
empty
around
cup.
to take a sip, and it.
Some Laurel and Hardy shit.
I'm telling you, it's
Yo.
I can't do it. I'm not Mr. Bean.
He doesn't really speak. He kind of does his ooh
But you're
noises.
saying the dentist was funny, and he's not Mr. Bean either.
Yeah.
Does
Who's
the
that
dentist
guy?
speak?
It's the British
fucking-
invented acting in comedy.
Did the other characters speak, or do they all just?
No, they're all
ooh?
silent.
So no
Everyone-
one talks in the show.
No, I'm sorry. Mr. Bean does. There's a kid reading a Batman comic, and Bean wants the comic.
Yeah.
So while the kid's looking at the comic, Bean takes a little vase that had a rose in it and pours the water on the kid's crotch. And so the kid goes, and the mom goes, I can't take you anywhere. And they drag him out, and he takes the
That's
comic.
abusive.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yo,
Let
that's
the kids
fucking
dance.
up.
Okay, so the mom spoke. All right.
I don't.
Yeah, the mom spoke.
I don't like it when Mr. Bean speaks.
Or what about his noises though?
The noises are one thing. I mean, whatever. But when he says words, I get uncomfortable.
You're telling me a child was reading a comic book and this guy took a cup of water and poured it on the kid's crotch?
Yeah.
And then stole his comic book?
Yeah. How would you get the comic? You're gonna steal
I'm
a kid's
an
comic.
adult. I
I'll
would
go
go
buy
to the
one.
store and
Yeah,
buy
I go
one.
purchase one.
Because I'm an adult.
Well, you'll never be as funny as Bean. Guess that's that.
Did we
That's the
ever
funny
solve
move.
what's wrong with Mr. Bean?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, he's too smart.
He's
No
like
one else
Goku.
gets it. Yeah, he's like, seriously, he is British Goku. Mr. Bean is British Goku, where he's got unlimited strength but doesn't understand it, and like he always gets through.
From
you know,
space. Like,
he might be from space. That opening, it goes, oh, da, da, and he falls.
Oh.
From, yeah.
That makes sense if he's an alien.
Oh yeah,
I
he is
think
an
I would like
alien.
Mr. Bean more knowing he was an alien.
Well, that's up to interpretation.
Anyways, Benny Hill gets chicks.
Yeah,
So did
I'm
Bean.
with you, dog.
No, he doesn't.
I literally said on the
We'll stream
I think it was
that.
on the stream the other day, the Ava stream. I said, yeah, we're gonna watch Mr. Bean next time. You guys want to see Bean? And then Shawn made a joke and then told me later. I brought it up to him later, and he was like, "What?" He wasn't making a joke. He said, "You guys have never seen a Bean flick?" And I thought, what a brilliant play on words. And then he was like, "What play on words?" I was like, "You didn't mean to say that."
And then
Are you
I
being
went,
serious?
I went like this. Oh, fuck. That's what I said. I was like,
Like,
oh.
you guys have never seen a Bean flick? And I went, yikes.
You know, sometimes
I went, ooh.
Sean's a bean flicker from way back.
sometimes you say things and you don't think about it, and then your friends point out later and go,
But I thought it was funny. He was all sad.
can't
when he
unring
said
that bell. You know, that's what I think.
it. Can't
That's what
unflick
I
that
think,
bean.
Ring that bell. You're full of euphemisms.
Oh Lord, yeah. If ever I'm really funny, I assure you it was an accident.
You know who's really funny?
Who's that?
Who? Oh,
Johnny.
who's up there?
Johnny.
Johnny's funny?
This guy says the funniest shit.
He's got a mic this week, so he should say some
Johnny,
funny
you
shit.
got a mic?
Funniest shit.
This isn't true. No.
What did he say?
He's being humble. Should I tell him about
Oh, Jesus.
the bird joke?
What bird?
See, now he's laughing.
Okay. He's got confidence in it.
Yeah, we were watching that movie Arachnophobia.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
think I know about this.
Jeff Daniels.
Hey, everybody at home, get ready.
Buckle up.
We're like,
Buckle the fuck
we're
up.
like, fasten your fucking seatbelts. We're like 45 seconds into the movie. The fucking credits are still rolling. Haven't even warmed up my ass cushion yet.
Okay.
They're on some tropical island. A fucking toucan flies by. It's a panning shot, and he goes, "Birdophobia."
Fuck.
Look at this fucker right over here.
What the fuck?
See?
What the fuck, Johnny?
Johnny.
Johnny.
It's a thinker, definitely. It's getting
Oh,
around.
because it was a bird.
It's getting around.
You got okay. I got
This
it.
guy's fucking funny.
Good one, Johnny.
Anyways, I'm a big fan of Birdophobia. You said some other shit recently too that I can't remember, but it was just as good.
Uno. That's a good. That's a
Ghost?
funny word.
Yeah, yeah.
One.
That's a good one, Johnny.
Yeah, we were playing Uno, and somebody asked, "How many cards are you supposed to have in your hand?" And he went Uno.
Killing
That's
it.
some
You're
good
based,
shit.
Killing
dude.
it.
Did I get that right? Yeah.
One.
Yeah. Uno. This
Okay.
guy's good. Anyways,
Anyways.
Good shit.
Base
you
God.
see us on camera, but he's up there being funny off camera too.
That's
I think so. Last week we started our podcast with the CGI bit.
Oh yeah.
How'd
that go?
After that was over, I think that's like my favorite character to be. I think I've figured it out. Like I had the most fun doing that. I had no plan.
You should just be Christian.
I was thinking maybe it's time.
Switch it up, dude.
My grandma would be thrilled if I did that.
I know a role you can play.
Yeah, if you like it so much, live it.
Yeah, well, that may be the problem because I don't want to do that. But making that character up is enjoyable. I don't know. I really liked that. I got home. I was like, that was fucking fun. I had so much fun doing that. So,
I think you just really enjoy picking up DVDs at the 99
I
cent
really
store.
do. And
He
then
always has that ready. I was like, oh, I
just
didn't
love-
know you had those.
I love going to the 99-cent store and like, what am I going to say as a really upset Christian? What am I going to say about these movies? And it's super fun. Anyways,
Yeah.
so watch it if you haven't seen it. It's fun.
I really when in doing those bits, maybe it hasn't always been this way, but at least doing this recent one, I really feel like when it comes to seeing like real, like, how do I describe this? I see people with a lot of egregious complaint, like people who like don't want to get vaccinated or they don't. Whenever I see it, I don't know how to describe this. It's like I see people constantly say one thing, and that is, that's where we're at now. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
I feel like I see that like a super religious
Okay.
person. And again, I'm not even like trying to make fun of religion itself, but I'll always see a religious person that will have like, they'll be upset that they're calling someone wants to be referred to as like they, them. And they'll go like they, them, that's where we're at now. That's where we're
Very
at now.
condescending.
It's always worded that way. So I tried to say that as much as possible about anything that I had a problem with.
Right.
Yeah, that's where we're at now. So anyway, I was having fun trying to integrate that in.
Yeah.
So that was.
It's just fun to like, you see things like you're inundated with people being upset and you get to be those people mocking them. It's super fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's super fun. So anyways, I had fun doing it. So watch it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, that was cool.
So cool.
Hey, I wanted to bring up real fast that we haven't talked about it in a little bit, but we are going to PAX coming up.
That's right.
We're when is that? September.
Seattle.
Is that next week?
5th, I think.
It's not next week.
When does it start? September 3rd? Yeah, I think it's the 3rd. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, we'll be we have a booth at the show, and then our panel is Saturday night. So come check that out. But we've also been getting ready we have our tour later this fall as well. And I keep getting messages that like more and more of it is selling out. Like I think Orlando is either sold out or like a couple tickets away from being totally done. So
wow.
Yeah, if you never pick that up, maybe check that out. Mega64.com/tour.
Can I make a suggestion? And I've already said this to people a million times. They've heard it, but I'm gonna say it again. I just feel like people keep changing the rules of like you can't come like unless you're vaccinated or negative COVID test or whatever it may be. And now it's just no negative COVID test doesn't matter. You gotta be vaccinated. If you have tickets for the show and you're not vaccinated, just get vaccinated because you're gonna miss the show. I guarantee you they're gonna change the rules or something like that.
Things are constantly changing.
I would just get it. Just get it done.
Oh, I'm gonna take it one step forward. Bring your vaccination card. I'm going to be personally administering first and second doses to everybody who comes in the door.
Hell yeah.
We'll do it rush style.
Hey, so
yeah, I'm going to be sticking you with that needle.
They're now saying like, okay, third dose is we got the DLC patch for the Delta variant.
Oh, okay. DLC's coming.
Yeah, DLC's coming.
Is this paid DLC?
No, it's free.
Okay.
Free DLC.
Yeah,
Free DLC.
But they recommend it 8 months after your second shot.
I got the season pass with the United States government.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Thanks,
here's
Biden.
the thing. My 8-month is while we're on the road. Like, do I go get the vaccine while we're in like Pittsburgh? Like, all right, let's
dude.
Get it. Give it to me.
Go to Steelers Stadium.
Okay.
Get it. Get the vaccine is
Because I want the DLC as soon as I can
Yellow
possibly
and
get
black.
You
it.
and Mark the Bagger could get it together.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, okay. Well, I'll get it.
Just
on the
get in
road.
line with,
Are we going to Nashville?
No, I
wanna
wish.
get,
I wish.
I want Dolly Parton to give me the vaccine personally.
Damn, dude, that would be cool.
'Cause she paid for it.
Yeah.
So,
I think we.
Hey, sugar.
and she's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It would hurt
didn't she
less.
pay? Didn't she like give a bunch of money to research
Yes,
for that or something?
she did.
Paid $1 million to Moderna.
Something.
I think
like
she
that.
really did.
She
Like,
really did.
yeah,
she
she-
like funded the vaccine with Moderna
yeah.
personally.
Dolly Parton
Y'all gotta look up
fucking
Dolly Parton.
rules. Like,
That's
she is
pretty
incredible
cool.
in 1,000 different ways. Like, I love Dolly Parton.
Except Jolene, that song sucks.
Oh, don't do that.
Come on.
No good.
Did you
Don't
show?
do that
Bummer.
to her.
This is stupid, but she showed up to get the vaccine and she was wearing like these like arm slits. Like, it was a perfect spot for her to get the. She wore a dress for the vaccine. It's perfect. Queen, love you, Dolly.
Fact.
Queen. Slay queen. Damn.
Jesus.
Anyways, are we done? What?
No.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
We haven't even got to Quake.
Hey, we can talk about Quake. Yeah, go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I got shit to talk about too.
Okay. We got Quake first, though.
I've been playing
Hey.
a
Oh, nope.
bunch this weekend. Yeah.
What is Quake?
It's, you know what? I like how they're marketing it as the original dark fantasy shooter.
Is that what Quake is?
That's what they're marketing it
I
as.
honestly, I never
I've,
played it.
I've never played Quake in my life, and this week is like Quake's back, and I'm like, yeah,
It's
what
Yeah.
is Quake?
software's follow up to Doom. Like this is their next game after Doom.
Yeah,
So
basically
is it
like
Doom 2?
No, it's like there was Wolfenstein and that was cool, and then there was Quake, or then there was Doom, and that was like, kind of next level shit. And then Quake looked fucking like you were, in Lovecraftian caves and castles, and it had this Nine Inch Nails soundtrack.
I always thought it was
It
like
was just-
Myst. I was wrong here.
No, it was a
Oh,
first-person shooter, and you could get online with it.
I thought
I
it was
never
like
did.
Unreal Tournament for whatever reason.
Unreal Tournament, like after I got way into Quake, that's where I started playing like multiplayer shit. Was Unreal Tournament.
Okay.
That's like the progression, but Quake was definitely like huge for me because of the soundtrack one, but just being like this shitty what was it? Shareware. I had the disc that just came with like the first level, and I played that like a maniac.
So when I was a kid, I
yeah.
liked Wolfenstein better than Doom because Wolfenstein had strippers in it.
oh, okay. This had like
Oh
Lovecraftian
shit, that was Duke
shit.
Nukem. Kevin's the expert over here.
I played all of these as a kid. These
Yeah.
are my favorite type of games growing up.
Shooters, like
Yeah,
old
see,
school shooters.
I could never do first-person shooters in the 90s.
Yeah, same here. I honestly never did until Halo, until like early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, but I so this was new to me. I generally knew about it. Honestly, a lot of it is what Garrett told me.
Yeah.
But yeah, this remake came out. Shout out! They sent a code. So I installed it up there, and we played it immediately on Friend Dimension.
That was like
And-
some of the first multiplayer I've ever played in Quake.
Yeah. And that was fun. Like I had a blast.
Felt like GoldenEye.
That remake is smooth as hell.
Yes.
And we were flying like You don't even. It was so funny because it's new to me, and like they're not even walking around. It's almost like they're gliding around on rollerblades or something. Like,
Yeah.
what is that?
That's just how you
they
move. That's how you move in Phobos or whatever.
Yeah.
Kevin and I have been talking because we're like burning through like first level.
We're playing single player right now.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
I was doing a bunch of that this weekend before I came here. Turn the view bob back on. Turn off.
What is that? Like when you shoot a gun at Bob's or
When
something?
you walk, your gun
kind of like moves.
Oh, that's what that is. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. There's a couple like I increase some aim sensitivity because it is different. I've never played off of a keyboard and mouse before.
Yeah,
But
no,
it
that was
feels-
never my thing.
It feels good. And apparently you can get like other versions like Doom 64 will play on that version. You just like install it. And I think there's more game versions to
Really?
come too. Yeah.
Wow.
pretty cool.
They added a little bit of this was new to me. Again, I never played a lot of this stuff, but we were playing it on a PS5 and they added a little bit of motion control where you could kind of aim your reticule just by tilting the control. You know what I mean? Like you could use the sticks and stuff, but you could still actually tilt it just to get a little more precise.
Just a little bit.
And I'm curious if people out there are into that or not. Like I'm not a shooter expert, but I thought it was kind of cool. Like you kind of have the speed of a mouse by doing that. Like, and I'm kind of getting headshots with that.
I want to
Does
get
that
used
work,
to it.
or are people at home like? I'm curious what the public thinks. If they're like, "Yo, turn that shit off," you know. I don't know. It seemed like it gave you a little more speed than if you had just used the stick to do that. But so I kind of liked it, but I'm not an expert and
I like
I'm
it in
not
Zelda.
good.
I love shooting arrows like that in Zelda.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. I
The
mean,
motion takes
I've been
over.
I've been doing that in Skyward Sword. I'm using the slingshot and shit.
I'm halfway through the first episode and I turned that shit off because I was
Okay.
like, hell no. But
Yeah.
now I'm thinking when we did play on Friend Dimension, like for a while there, it was kind of cool to get, I just turned my sensitivity way up on it so I can aim faster, but
Yeah.
it was kind of precise. And if you.
I'm just curious if all the pros on that game are just like, yo,
I mean, they're
turn that
playing
off.
that right there is already, purists are going to just play
Yeah.
that with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that was a given anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was cool. They
But
did a
you
good
can get
job
that
with the
going.
remake, though.
Has anyone checked out the WarioWare demo? Yeah.
Oh.
I got the demo, but I have not played it yet. My brother was telling me that he tried it and said it was a lot of fun because, they'd rapid fire you through a bunch of mini games, but it actually would change them depending on the character you picked.
Oh.
Like there were things you would handle differently or
Character
something like
specific.
that. And I was like, that sounds a little different than how it normally is. Normally that's just a cosmetic thing, I think.
Right. Yes.
So yeah, that's all. I heard it was
It
fun.
comes out next month?
September
The third.
10th, I think.
Damn.
Comes out right before PAX starts.
Oh, really?
Like
okay.
the day PAX starts.
Oh, no
Oh, hell
kidding.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm
that's cool.
excited.
Yeah, I hope it's good.
Do you need Joy-Cons for it? Because I'm not buying those again.
I'm not sure.
No, we'll
Did
find
all
out.
yours drift out?
Yeah. Yeah. They're all in like a box somewhere, and I just use the Pro Controller instead.
I'm not sure if I know there was a rumor at one point that they had sold like somebody tore apart the new Zelda Joy-Cons that came out, and
Yeah.
someone said that there were different parts in it or something, and they were thinking like that maybe is their way to like maybe they found a way to curb the drifting issue. I don't know if that was proven though or not, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if there was a conclusion with that. But yeah, anyway, I hope it's good. I didn't really like the last few console WarioWares. I just thought they weren't as like fast and fun as the
GameCube
Game Boy
one?
or GameCube one, but then they did a 3DS collection recently. And that was awesome. That had like all the best shit from all the WarioWares in it. So that was great.
That's right.
So hopefully it'll be fun. But anyway,
Cool.
No More Heroes is next week. No More Heroes 3.
Damn.
I've been looking forward to that for a long time. So
Is it a new one?
yeah, No More Heroes 3.
I feel like it's been a while since we got a new game. Like a AAA type
well,
game.
that's a game people have been looking forward to for a long
Like a
time.
franchise game, yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be cool. And that's
Ratchet
exclusive.
and Clank.
Oh, Ratchet and Clank.
A rift between worlds.
Well, if you're talking about Nintendo, though, I
I'm
don't
just
know if
talking
you
about.
were-
I'm just talking about
just
any
in
game.
general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't. Like Ghost of.
Returnal.
I can't say this fucking name. Tsushima.
There you go.
Is that right? Ghost of Tsushima.
Yes.
Nope. Can't do it now. It doesn't
Say
matter.
it. Go.
Ghost of Ghost of Tsushima. Tsushima.
Tsushima.
Ghost of
Not
Tsushima.
look good.
Nope. Anyways, that's a
Been to
HD.
Japan.
Not a good look, dude.
You've been to Osaka.
I just can't say the word. Ghost of Tsushima. Nope.
Tsubame.
I can't do it.
You ate okonomiyaki in Osaka.
There
like,
are okonomiyaki. I can say that. There are times that we are doing a video and I'm just thinking like, well, I'm not going to get through this line, guys. This is going to be a rough patch. And it's like an hour of me trying to say that, something like that. Ghost of... I can't say it.
Is that next month too?
I think it's this month. I think it's coming out like
Oh,
in a week.
is it?
Okay.
Tsushima.
Ghost of Sushi.
Sushi?
Ghost of...
Sushi?
Tsunami.
Ghost of Sushi. Ma. Ghost of...
Sushi?
We can end the podcast.
Sushi-
Ghost of
Sushi with a T.
Tsushima. Ghost of
Sushi.
Tsushima. Nope.
Tsunami.
Ghost of Sushi.
Sushi.
Holy
Ma.
shit! We found Sean's Achilles
I
heel.
can't
Sushi.
say this game.
Hot
Sushi.
water, please.
Sushi. Ma. Sushi. Ma.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of... It's the
Dry
of. to-
oatmeal.
If you say Ghost of
Yeah, it's a hard jump to make. I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Tsunami.
I know what you mean.
Sushi?
Ghost of Sushi. Ma.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima.
There you go.
Ghost of Tsushima. That right?
I think so.
Nah.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Tsushima.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Close enough.
Well, I'm gonna get
So
that.
proud of you.
I don't think you should.
I think you're right. I have to talk about it more. Never mind. I'm not buying that game.
Wow.
That game was awesome.
Oh
Highly
fuck! I gotta
recommend
buy it now.
You might have fun playing. You'll probably have fun playing that.
I should get
think.
back to that. I think
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing
I took
that
like
too.
a year off, and that's
Yeah.
I'm ready to get back to it.
That's I cannot wait to go back to Death Stranding next month too. The director's
Oh.
cut. That's I've wanted to
wow,
play
that's
more
sooner than
and
I
do
thought.
more side stuff, and I put it aside. I'm like, no, I want to like when I know that's getting a PS5 update, and then it's going to be so much sweeter going back to it. I'm
Yeah.
excited. Anyway,
When does this come out? When does the HD remake?
I
come
honestly
out?
don't know. I don't know. Does anybody know?
No. Johnny, do you know?
No, so much stuff is
No.
like creeping up on us, though.
No. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't
It
remember.
keeps saying July 17th, 2020. No.
Yeah.
That was the last
That
one.
was the last one.
Well, anyway,
Okay, whatever.
I
doesn't
was
matter.
not here last week. I was doing color commentary for a local wrestling show. Eric
Yeah.
was there with me. We were doing it
Yeah.
together. Garrett came out and checked it out. It was,
Yeah,
a,
it was a good show.
It was a good show. It was presented by Level Up Wrestling, a local promotion here in San Diego. One of the wrestlers, I think, just got signed to the WWE.
Wow.
Whoa.
Somebody
Whoa.
that was
was
there.
there?
Yeah,
From Super Awesome
Whoa.
Showdown?
was posting like on Instagram. That,
Whoa.
That's so
that they're a
awesome.
recruit or something. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but
Damn.
really excited for them.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
wicked.
that's great.
So that's where I was. People were asking why I wasn't here last week.
Yeah.
It's nice to do some live entertainment here in San Diego every once in a while. There's going to be some more shows coming up soon. And I want to give a plug to my music video that I directed.
Yeah.
It's called Not That Bad by Piper King. Check it out.
Don't be so modest. It's great.
It's
a
really
great
good.
video.
It's dope.
It's called Not That Bad
No.
Oh.
by Piper King.
Oh.
Check it out on YouTube. Piper King is our friend Cassidy, who is in
Yeah.
a bunch of our.
She's in our Ava
Evangelion
video
videos,
and our
Ritsuko
Disgaea.
video. So,
Yeah.
Ritzko.
it's sitting at like 1,300 views.
Oh,
it needs
that's-
like 10 times that
I
amount.
think that's not right.
criminally underviewed.
I
'cause
agree.
We worked hard on it, and check it out. Piper King, Not That Bad on YouTube.
Yeah. It's
Get it
it's-
to 1 million views. Get it to 1 million views.
Send it to your friends.
And I'll put myself on the line. I'll put my manhood out on the podcast.
What do you
Yeah,
say?
Rocco says if that video gets 1 million views, he will expose himself on the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
His manhood.
Cool.
Yeah, but that's open to
What does that
interpretation.
mean? Yeah, that
I
is
don't know
kind
what
of
that
Yeah, I
vague.
kept that vague so that you kind of wiggle our way out of it.
Yeah.
'Cause I think we can
smart.
do it. I think they're going to hit it, and I don't want to do that.
Fair enough. Okay.
So we'll figure out a way to get creative with that.
Yeah, just get it to 1 million views. You don't need my input.
Yeah, I think
Just
if
do it.
anything, yeah.
Just do it. It's good enough. Just
You'll
keep
see the
going.
video and go, you know what, that video is so good, I don't need to see Rocco's manhood. That's what you'll say.
Check the video out. It also stars John Wanzer, our friend who played John in Mega64 version 2 and 3 and played the Dead Wizard. We were just talking about the Dead Wizard episode earlier.
Literally, yeah, went up on
Earlier in this
Patreon
podcast,
this week,
the
yeah.
actor who portrayed the Dead Wizard plays the possessed priest
Yeah.
in this video.
Dope.
Yeah, I think that's the end of the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun surprise.
Let's wrap it up there.
Can I say one more thing?
Sure.
and this isn't about my thing. I'm going to promote something you guys do. I was saying Derek and Johnny have been working really hard on Mega Strange, and the amount of work they do is like awesome and crazy. So much like the newest one just came out, the Heaven's Gate one, and like they were going to the house the people died in. They were doing all this research. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Mega Strange.
Oh, thanks for the
I'm not even a
plug.
part of this. I'm just saying I
Thanks
liked
for the
it.
plug.
Yeah.
We did go to the Heaven's Gate house.
That's awesome.
Here in San Diego. I thought we were going to get fucking arrested. Like,
Why?
apparently all the people in that neighborhood pooled their money together to buy that house, to demolish it.
Whoa.
Because they don't like the publicity.
Well, I could see that.
So
sure.
when we pulled up onto the street, I felt like a security presence. And
Wow.
I tried to pull over in like on the street, but kind of tucked in between some trees in front of the house, basically out of the way so that
Yeah.
we didn't want to get too close to the house. We didn't want to get too close to anybody's property, and we were like keeping our voices down and like, we are here on the site of the house. You could see, you can see the house up there. So we got
that's
footage
cool.
of what it looks like today. Actually, we got footage of what it looked like last Wednesday. That's how contemporary it is.
Wow.
So thanks for the
Oh, I
plug.
want to check
yeah,
this out.
Yeah, check that
that's
out.
Super, I mean, it's crazy that like it's in San Diego. Like, I mean, was it a nice neighborhood?
So nice.
I knew it. I knew it.
Encinitas.
Yeah, because like those cults, they just give all their money to the cult leaders so they can buy these mansions and live there. So
Apparently they were renting it.
oh,
So
that
then the landowner, the landlord
Oh,
shows
no.
up and he's like, house fucking ruined.
Oh my god, that sucks.
That'll do
They
it.
didn't even own the house.
Wow.
Johnny told me he found
Oh,
a video of
no.
the landlord who's basically just pissed off
He
that,
described
that 39 people died here. And he's like, yeah, these were new Italian tile. That's all
Oh no.
It's all
covered in
fucking
blood.
wrecked.
This wall needs to be fucking replaced. Okay.
Oh my god.
No sympathy.
Oh my god. Anyways,
Shit.
Thanks.
we
Yeah,
can end it now.
check
but
that out.
That's
Thank
fucking
you.
cool.
Mega Strange. Check that out.
Mega Strange. And hey, we'll see you guys next week. If you are not sub to us, and then you can check out the pre-show that we do every week now. Before the podcast, we do it for 10 minutes and we just hang out, talk to the chat. And it's low key and fun.
Ask the chat right now. They were there. They'll tell
Yeah,
you. It was a
lots
good
of
time.
shout
It was
outs.
worth it. They'll tell you.
Get your questions in
Get your
early.
questions in. Anyways, hey guys, take it easy. Ghost of Tsushima. Fuck.
Good night.